What's cracking, Jack? It's Sunday, December 14th, and you're in the jungle. 8 games on tap in the association. I got them all for you right here, right now. Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to the show. And if you're joining us for the first time, welcome to the jungle. I'm going to break down all 8 games in the association and give you my best bet and player prop for each one of those games. I'm also going to leave 2 links for you in the comments section. The first link is to my $5 favorite play of the day. And for just $5 and no further obligation, you get my best NBA bet of the day text to your phone. Yesterday's play was Stephon Castle, over 14.5 points. Congratulations to all who tailed. The second link is to become a jungle member. And as a member, for as little as 55 cents a day, you get my full betting card sent to your phone every single morning, access to our members-only Discord, and a direct line to me if you'd like me to opine on any other bet that you're considering placing. It's a great time to become a member with NFL, NBA, and college basketball cooking, and bowl games around the corner too. College football playoff, we got a lot going on. We have a free weekly trial. Take it for a test spin and see if it's for you. Today's video is brought to you by Outlier.bet, the top name in sports betting research, and by Red Lobster. Join us at our Memphis, Tennessee location, January 9th for John Morant Day. The first 45 customers through the door get a free BB gun. We were 2-1 yesterday. Members and I, we hit Stephon Castle over 14.5 points. We hit in college basketball. Arkansas Razorbacks plus 1.5. We missed Desmond Bane over 21.5 points. He had 18. He didn't shoot once in the fourth quarter. So December, NBA, we're 18-20. We're down 4.6 units. First losing month so far to this point in the NBA. We'll turn that around. We'll be back in the green starting today. We're going to start Washington plus 9.5 at Indiana, over under 234.5. Wizards give up more points than any team on God's green earth, and by a lot. They allow 128.3 points a game. Next closest is Utah, allowing 3 points less than that. This is a Pacers team that's played better basketball since they've gotten healthier, and they've covered the spread in 7 of their last 10 games. Andrew Nembhard's questionable, but even if he doesn't play, I do like the Pacers to cover this number at home. Also look at T.J. McConnell of Indiana over 9.5 points. He's over this line in 6 of his last 10 games, but his shot attempts remain consistent. McConnell shooting 10 times a game regardless of how many minutes he gets. And if Andrew Nembhard doesn't play, if he's listed as out, this number will probably shoot up to about 11.5, so take it sooner rather than later. Charlotte plus 11.5 at Cleveland, over under 231.5. LaMelo Ball, Colin Sexton, both out for the Hornets. Cleveland, just 3-10 against the spread their last 10 games, a little bit overvalued by the books right now, and I think 11.5 is too many to give a Charlotte team that, even without Melo, still has a lot of scores with Con Knipple, Brandon Miller, and Miles Bridges. I would take Charlotte with all those points and also look at Con Knipple over 18.5 points. He's played 3 games without LaMelo and Sexton. In those 3 games, he has a median of 30 points scored, 36 minutes, 21 shots, 12 three-pointers. The line is too low. Take Con Knipple over 18.5 points. Philadelphia plus 4.5 at Atlanta, over under 225.5. Tyrese Maxey most likely out for the Sixers. Nickeil Walker-Alexander questionable for the Hawks. I like the Hawks minus the points at home here with Maxey out for Philly. One thing that'll be a problem for Philadelphia in this game, especially without Maxey's speed, is defending the fast break. The Hawks are 4th in fast break points, averaging 18 a game, and the Sixers are dead last in allowing transition points. I think that'll be a problem today for Philly. I would lay it with Atlanta and also look at Jalen Johnson over 44.5 PRA. It's a big number, but he's over this in 7 of his last 10 games with a median of 48 a game. Milwaukee minus 1.5 at Brooklyn, over under 216.5. Brooklyn's the lowest scoring team in the association. They average just 109.5 points a game, and they have a point differential of minus 7.7. Studies have shown that that's not good. Milwaukee's struggling, but they do have 2 quality wins their last 5 games straight up against the Pistons and the Celtics. And Brooklyn, just 2-14 their last 16 home games. I would take Milwaukee on the money line and take a look at Kevin Porter Jr. of Milwaukee over 21.5 points. He's getting the most minutes of any Buck, and he's over this line in 3 of his last 5 games with a median of 26 points a game. Sacramento plus 12.5 at Minnesota, over under 233.5. The Kings were terrible against the spread, but both teams just 30% against the spread their last 10 games. But the Wolves have only covered this big number of minus 12.5 28% of games this season. The Kings have covered their side of plus 12.5 in 56% of games. So you got to do it. Just plug your nose with this many points and take the Kings against a Minnesota team that's inconsistent offensively. I would also look at Kings center Precious Achiuwa over 5.5 points. Pelicans plus 4.5 at Chicago. Over under 245.5. I like New Orleans with the points here. Their last 10 games, Pelicans are 7-3 against the spread. Chicago just 2-8 against the number in their last 10. They played once this season already. Same number. The Pelicans were a 4.5-point underdog, and they won straight up by 13. I also like Jeremiah Fears over 13.5 points. Jordan Poole's back playing, and Zion's expected to play in this game. And Fears is the only Pelican whose numbers don't dip with both Poole and Zion in the lineup. Lakers, minus 7.5 at Phoenix. Minus 1.5 at Phoenix. Over under 229.5. Austin Reeves out for the Lakers. Booker and Brooks both questionable for Phoenix. Now we have to know if the Suns' two best players are playing before we can look at the side or total. What we can do is look at player props here for the Lakers side. And I take Luka. Only play I'd make here is Luka over 34.5 points. He's over this in 61% of his games this season. But like I said, without any more information about the Suns' two best players, we can't go any further than that. And the last game on the docket today, Golden State minus 4.5 at Portland. The over-under is 235. I don't trust the Blazers team right now. 2 straight-up losses to Memphis and New Orleans the last 2 games. And Golden State fully healthy. Both Curry and Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, all in the lineup. I would take the Warriors minus the points here. And I like Steph Curry over 28.5 points. He's coming off a 39-point game against Minnesota. And he's been over this line in 4 of his last 5 games that he's played and taken 23 shots and 15 three-pointers. Have a great day, Jungle Nation. Let me know your favorite plays in the comment section. And I'll see you next time with a little more money in your pocket.